What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm C.
I'm P.
And today we're going to be reacting to If I Were Black by MacDonald.
That was a long pause. As you see, we are in a new space. We are slowly but surely
We're upgrading
our workroom. Slowly but surely getting there. So you'll be seeing us in here from now on. Yeah. As always, down below, let us know what you think about our reaction. Let us know what you think about this song by MacDonald. Subscribe, and ring that bell so you can get notified for our upcoming videos. Remember, we need your help to get to 10,000 subscribers. We can't do it without you. Let's go.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start by saying this: if I were black, this looks like it's going to offend a lot of people. It's going to, be very
Let us know if you get
controversial.
triggered at any point during the song.
Yes, I will. I'm triggered.
Oh.
I got it.
I just pictured those ladies from the movie theater. We went to the
I was
movies.
so offended.
And we saw some Karens.
Let's begin. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
If I was black, probably wouldn't with anyone who's white, cause that slavery would honestly always be on my mind. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever wanna drive, cause if police pull me over, I might go around and die. If I was black, I won't lie, I'd be scared to walk at night. The whole neighborhood is tripping like I'm out committing crimes. I'd be pissed at all these cracker rappers singing about my life. Stole my music, stole my style, give it back, that is mine. If I was black, just look at the facts, we don't stand a chance.
I want to start by saying the beginning of it, when he was like, it's like his head, his body. Mm-hmm. It's not the same. I feel like he put his head onto another guy's body. Just looks weird. You see that?
No, I didn't notice.
Like when there's the wall behind him and it's standing up, it looks weird. I don't know why it is, but it looks it looks weird.
In 3 years locked away, over half don't know they dead. See, white privilege ain't a money thing, but it's white people who are running things. Y'all benefit from your coloring, my pigment produce suffering. It's all white pride, white power, white lies, white houses, white guys, whitewashing. My brothers, my sisters, my culture while I'm watching. If I was black, I'd probably hate myself from they say racism made me racist, and I am not the one to blame. Hey, y'all won't say it too.
I want to start by saying there is a point to be made by how much slavery has affected, the black community. Yes, it had a big impact on the way we live now and the way that we treat it and the opportunities we have now, right? Slavery has a big effect on that. No one. I don't think any reasonable person would say slavery has nothing to do with where black people are today in society, right? Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times black people use slavery as a way to, say whatever bad happens to me is because of slavery. Now
it's almost like the racist card that we'd be talking about. How everybody uses race as
the race card. It's like if we like if I'm poor now, it's because of slavery. If I'm this guy, it's like slavery had a as a part to play in it, but majority of the reason you're poor in the United States in this moment, I would say individually, is because of you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm not denying slavery has a big part to play in it. Of course it did. But for most people, the majority of why they're poor is because of them. Mm-hmm. Themselves. You know what I mean? I think
the society. It could be a bunch of other reasonings. It's like I feel like they throw it all on just one thing. Mm-hmm. And it's because of slavery or it's because of white people. When that may be a fraction of it, yes, but there's a million other reasons too, that bring you to that point, that reasoning that you're trying to make. Yeah, you're just focusing on the one fraction.
Yeah, like I said, it's like the wage gap thing, right? It's like gender is a part of the equation, but there's a whole other, piece of the pie that you chose not to look at. Mm-hmm. You're bent on saying, oh, it's gender, that's why we're getting paid less. But there's a whole lot of other reasons. Yep. You know what I mean? I think if people take moves, say, what this is the hand I've been dealt with, and I'm gonna make the best of it, no matter what happened to me in the past. I think a lot of us will, I'm not saying forget what happened in the past, of course not. But I feel like we focus too much on what happened in the past, and we don't focus enough of what we can do now to.
Or what's coming in the future, you know
Exactly.
what I mean?
But let's continue. We might get a lot of flack for that, but let's continue.
To my face, in the circle made me racist, and I am not the one to blame. Hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa. I know that was long ago. If I was black, I want my reparation money paid in full. If I was black, I take the police, I take the whole clan, I put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just to speak in my mind because I had a dream. If I was black, probably wouldn't ever.
And I think we put, like say if I was black, I'll do this, that, this, and that, right? But I feel like you don't have to follow a certain stereotype. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like this whole like people think all the black people are gangsters of them, or this and that. It's like a lot of black people out there are like, if you couldn't see their faces, you wouldn't be able to know if they're white or black. Mm-hmm. I think it's all about your environment, like where you're raised. Because there's time where black kids are adopted by white families and they speak like white people speak.
Well, it also goes back to like the fraction parts. Like there is a fraction of truth within stereotypes. That's how stereotypes are made. But not every single person fits those stereotypes. Not every black person is a hoodlum. Not every white person is a oppressor, or racist. You know what I mean? Like we keep defining people based off of their grouping and off of their stereotype instead of off of the individual person, which I think is not right.
We focus more on the group than the individual. That's why.
And the stereotype. We believe so much.
That's why people think the stereotype is they put the stereotype in the individual. We focus more on the stereotype than the individual. So we say the stereotype is this, and you must be that. You know what I mean? Instead of saying, okay, there is a stereotype, but let's see what this person has to offer.
Let's see if you fall into it or not. You know what I mean?
Continue.
If I was black, probably wouldn't ever do my taxes. Why support a government that persecute my blackness, or pay the wage of law enforcement putting us in caskets, or help to build the prisons that we trapped in? If I was black, I'd be mad. People glorify the trap while we dying every day, fighting for everything we have. It ain't diamond chains and racks, this is systematic plan. They put us in the ghetto, gave us HIV and crack. If I was black, I'd hate America, appropriate my character, and sell it to Caucasians who wish they were from my area. If I was black, I wouldn't give a about the greater good. My grandma can't afford a rent, y'all gentrified our neighborhood. Our lives matter, so stupid, y'all hijacking our movement. Black lives matter cause we losing innocent youth to police shootings. If I was black, the only role models I'm shown is...
I think the one thing I want to say is that if you're a black person, right, and you are born in an environment and in society where that's all you hear, you know what I mean, where like I feel like we have to teach black people how they are, how they are held down by society, but also teach them that you don't have to let it happen. Like choosing not to file your taxes, like he was saying, it's like, yeah, you might be angry and choose not to do that, but in the long run, it hurts you. You know what I mean? It's like there are things you do, you gotta think about, is this the best, thing I can do for me for right now?
And if you really feel like all this stuff is true, like let's say white people are oppressing you, you're living in a bad environment, don't do stuff that's going to prove their point, you know what I mean, by not filing taxes, by running these streets and being like fuck the police. Like, you're proving their point. If you want to show them that you are better than what they think you are, and you are better than the stereotype, then you have to go beyond that. Work hard, try to learn stuff on YouTube that you don't know about. Learn more about what your taxes is about instead of handing it over to somebody and hope they're doing right by you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And try to improve yourself so that way you could be a CEO one day, or you could be a police officer one day and be one of the good police officers. So you are proving to them that you are not only better than them, but you are disproving the stereotype that they try to fit you in.
And when I say that black people don't have a reason to be angry, of course we do. We
No.
have a reason to be angry and say fuck, like he's saying, and say fuck this, fuck that, you know, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, yes, okay, say that, but then you can just stay in that mindset. You have to, okay, I'm angry, but just being angry doesn't really...
There's a lot of
anything.
things people could be
You know what
angry
I mean?
over. Like, black people in general, yes, they have a ton of stuff to be angry over. But even certain individual people, you know, like, for example, me, I grew up in the poor of the middle class. I grew up with an abusive father. I grew up with a lot of people making fun of me. And I was angry. I was a very angry person. I could have stayed in that angry mindset and maybe done a lot of drugs and died from it, or been in and out of jail and did things that were in that angry mindset. Or I could have got out of that angry mindset like I did, and here I am today in a state that I feel better in, out of debt, with a boyfriend that appreciates me and shows me so much things, and now working on YouTube. I choose to get out of that angry mindset to do better than the anger that I was in. And you could do the same.
And you can separate, even like, if you see black people, then you can poor people have a reason to be angry. White people do. Chinese people do. It's like, we all have gone through shit that other people have done to us that are not right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's okay to be angry.
Yeah.
It's okay to say all this, but like, at the end of the day,
At the
end of the day, you have to do something that's gonna make the future situation better. Not just stay angry, but like, you know, but improve on that situation and teach your kids how just not to be angry, but teach them how to do other things.
I forgot who said it, but they said something along the lines where be angry, yell, scream, punch that pillow, but then get up and move on. Move past it. You're allowed to be in that angry moment. You scream to the world, run outside. That's actually one of the coping things that I did while I was on the path of getting out of my anger. I used to find an abandoned place and just scream to the world. Or I used to, I ran and I swam. I put that anger into a thing to get it out of me.
Can you move
Just saying.
We losing innocent youth, the police shootings. If I was black, the only role models I'm shown is the rich black rappers pushing guns and drugs and hoes.
Yeah, hey, y'all won't say it to my face. In the circles you feel safe. Y'all been using words they made for us when we were slaves. Hey, wait, whoa, I know that was long ago. If I was black, I'd want my reparation money paid in
If
full.
I was black, I'd take the police, I'd take the whole clan, I'd put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black,
You the type.
One thing I want to talk about is that when you say that there's a problem with the media, right? Where the only successful black people that they show is the one that's either sports or rapping. There are a lot of millionaires, black people out there that starts businesses, that do things other ways but we're not shown that. So black kids grow up thinking, the only way I can become successful is by either rapping or playing sports.
Or the only way I can get out is by being good in sports or
Exactly.
being good in rapping.
In those careers, they have a very small percentage of people who actually make it and become successful at those things, right? So just by those two careers and by itself, there's not gonna be a majority success rate. Most people who goes to those careers are not gonna make it, not gonna be successful. How about we show black people about the entrepreneurs that are out there?
Exactly.
The teachers, the lawyers, those people who actually, that shows them that there's other paths
That they
to
can
success other than sports or you know.
If you think
entertainment.
about it, what
You know what I
about the kid that doesn't have a good voice or isn't really athletic? Because not every black person is athletic, and now they feel like they're useless. There's nothing they could do in this world because the two things that are shown on the media that black people can do, I can't do.
Exactly.
So who's stopping
Or
me
dance.
from joining this guy who's offering me money by picking up this gun and running
Exactly.
these streets. You know, like why should I not?
Who else is gonna help me?
Who else is gonna help? Exactly.
It's like-
Or I'm in a single family household. My mom's working 2 jobs, and I'm not good at dancing or rapping or sports. And this guy's offering me a gun and like thousands
Put
of
food on the
dollars to
table.
help me and my mother and
Exactly.
put food on the table. Who's stopping me from picking up that weapon and running?
I think a lot of people think, oh, if I was in that situation, I wouldn't become a gangbanger or whatever.
But you don't know
But
until
don't
you're
know.
in that situation.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
You'll
A lot
probably
of
make
people.
the exact same decision because you see your mother, your sisters like starving to death. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They have no food. Your mom is working two jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Your dad is somewhere else you don't know. Or even your dad is here is working two jobs too.
And it's
But you have
not just
kids
the
with him.
men
You
either;
guys
it's the
still
black
can't-
women too.
Can't afford it, right? And this guy is offering you a way to make money for your family. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people think, oh, I wouldn't do it, but you would. It's like Saint John person said, if you are in Germany and you know you will be a guard at those concentration camps. Mm-hmm. You think, oh, if I was there, I wouldn't, you know, be a guard there. Why would the guards? Why would you treat people like this? But you didn't live in the situation. You don't know what they've been through.
Yep.
Maybe they were doing it to their families. You know what I mean? You don't know. He said, if you were in Germany back in the days, you probably would be a guard. It's like you don't know. So I think we have to, before we judge somebody, we have to see.
Because
look at
it's
other
kind of like
perspective.
what you tell me all the time. Not everybody thinks or feels like you do. Just because you think it feels some type of way doesn't mean that the people in front of you are thinking and feeling the same way. We have a tendency of thinking if I believe that I wouldn't do this or I wouldn't say this,
Then
then
you should.
he should feel the same way or believe the same thing. No, that's not the case. What's going on in here is totally different than what's going on in there.
Yeah, let's continue.
For speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black,
You'd attack when I say I'm proud, cause you're mad that you ain't allowed.
if I was black,
Y'all ever tried to take me down, one fist in the air, I would stay my ground.
if I was black, I took the police, I took the whole clan, I put holes in their sheets. If I was black, I put gold on my teeth. So if you think I'm broke, you will know when I speak. If I was black, it's my face on a T, R.I.P. underneath, on my name next to free. If I was black, I would die in these streets just for speaking my mind because I had a dream. If I was black.
Yo, this is dope, man. This is dope. I think when people see the title, they think, even I thought it was gonna be something different when people get out, but it's actually, you know, saying that yo, like before you judge black people for everything they do or what they've been through, it's like just try to put your mindset on their mindset. I don't know. It's try to see the point of view. I think people have a hard.
It's
hard
also like that
time
Eminem song.
doing
You
that.
haven't walked a mile in my shoes, so you have no idea what I'm going through. Until you walk those shoes, you're not gonna know.
Yeah, and I'm not saying when people do bad things that you shouldn't like, you know, put them in jail or try to gain some justice out of it. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah, if someone do something bad, you know, arrest them, take them to court, you know, go the just right, you know, bring justice. But I don't like the idea that you know if this person did this, then it's like it's okay. An example, right? Like this person told me a story. Is that there was a father with a kid in the Middle East, right? Mm-hmm. So it was a boy. So the father bring the kid to a hillside every day. You know how they have a lot of wars in the Middle East, right? And he told the kid, your purpose in life is to kill as many of these people on the other side as you can. He brought him to that hill every day to tell him that. Mm-hmm. Now, if your father did that to a kid, where he told you that your only purpose in life is to kill those people, how many of us will think, oh, if I was in that kid's spot, I wouldn't become, you know,
What my father wants me to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like we think we are so better than everybody else, but it's about your environment, how you were raised. If you live in a society where you're not shown any other way to become successful, you're gonna do what everybody else
Exactly.
has done. You know what I mean?
And we're quick to like to bring it down to even more simpler example, more personal. This is the first serious relationship I'm in right now. When I was in New York, I would see my friends in relationship and I'd be like, I don't understand how you put up with that shit. I would never, like, I don't care how much I love the person, I would never. And now being in a relationship, I'm like, fuck, now I get it. There's certain things that you do and compromise with. Yeah, you're not going to love everything your partner does. You're not going to love everything he says. And there's times you want to strangle him. But there's certain things you put up with because you care about each other. And the good always outweighs the bad. Now I get it. I didn't get it before because I wasn't in that shoe spot.
And you wasn't seeing it from their point of view.
I wasn't seeing it from their point of view. I was seeing it from my point of view as a single person. Now, a few years later, in a relationship, I am in their shoe spot. And now I see it and now I get it. And it's the same thing with kids with their parents. Your parents tell you all the time, wait until you have a child, then you'll understand. And then when you have a kid, you're like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Most of the time, it's too late to go to your mom and be like, I get it now. My mom all the time puts her head to the sky. She's like, I get it now, Ma. I get it. I understand. I was an idiot all the time.
And it's like, just the main point is like, keep your mind open, guys. So when you see other people do things or whatever, keep your mind open and try to put yourself in their shoes, try to understand their point of view. I think then you have a better idea. And I think even justice is served out better if you can understand where the other person is
coming from. Yeah.
Anything else you gotta say?
No, that's it.
Yeah,
as always, Tom MacDonald, he spits facts and he makes us think and pulls on the heartstrings. So, this video is nothing short of that. And as always, like,
comment,
subscribe.
Peace out.